Now that we've broken down the swing into the upper body mechanics and the lower body mechanics in some detail, not a ton, but some, now we're going to try and tie it all together with what I would call total body hitting mechanics. And this is really a pretty simple section. It goes pretty quick. And what we're really, if we were going to break this down to one word, that one word would be timing. Law of hitting is timing, right? You always hear, oh, this guy's got great timing, that guy's got great timing. The reason why he produces so much pop is because of his timing. So we're familiar with that idea. We know that timing is important. I'm not really talking so much about timing of, knowing how hard a guy throws or seeing enough pitches where you're able to time it, whatever. Those kinds of things, yeah, they're important and they happen, but it's hard to work on that. We're talking more about mechanical timing. So more specifically about your timing, the goal of our timing is to try and have things, my dad always says, arrive in time, on time. Kind of redundant, kind of like a Yogi Berra saying almost, right? But when you think about it, it's kind of genius too. We want everything to arrive in time, okay, meaning together, and arrive on time. More specifically then, now we're like third level of specifically here. But what we're talking about is your top hand and your hips, okay? We talk a lot about top hand, we talk a lot about hips. So with our top hand and our hips, the hips should be fully maturing and getting fully open just about the exact same time as your top hand is getting through the ball, okay? Now, when you break it down, watch it frame by frame, really slow-mo, what you're going to see is that the front hip gets to that point where it's fully open facing the pitcher slightly before the top hand does. Too many guys, though, because we do want the hips to get open, they lose their athleticism for a little bit, or they overthink things. They become a little bit stiff or mechanical. So we got to tell them, hey, be an athlete up there, be natural. What we don't want to see your hips go like that, and then the hands come, way after, and it's disjointed and awkward or anything like that. The hips are pulling the hands through. The hips are going to arrive just barely ahead of when the top hand goes to hit the ball. But for the sake of your timing and making it simple in your head, try to have it as a goal that your front hip, is fully open right about the time that your top hand is delivering that blow. If you're doing that, you're going to be arriving in time and on time quite a bit of the time. So again, talking about timing, we want the top hand, that's this hand, the hand delivering the barrel to the ball. We want that top hand and your front hip arriving almost simultaneously. It's going to be slightly ahead, for the hips there just barely ahead, but almost the same time.